The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Get rid of them.
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
How would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities? Ye gods! Can it be? How terribly compelling. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? A gold dragon! How marvelous. Thank heaven you were here to specify, or I might have recorded a bold-faced lie. Witness declined to comment on nature of dragon. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smiles and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become... You think I don't know that? Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Wait, that's it!
A sweet melody beckons you. It vibrates with magic. A harpy's charm. The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Ouch, my ears! Wait, why am I wet? Are they gone? Who are you? Wow. I'm Murkon. Oh no. I had to get the gold from the nest. Mole will be so mad. I got to go.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
He lets out a tentative chirp. Gaining confidence, he starts a song, abandoning his nest-building efforts. The bird is singing as loudly as his lungs will allow, practicing fervently.
Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless. The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? A life and how it is lived are different equations.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within. One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your murmurs. You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister. You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
The old woman's face creases with false concern. You realize she's lying about seeing this girl, Mayrina.
Bollocks! Thanks for ruining my fun. Some advice. You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all. You'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young lady. Another bard who thinks humor is the same as talent. Cute.
I was on death's door. But now I feel great. How? But why? Bloody hells! Double-crossing, filthy, lying wretch! She made me sick and then trapped me in stone for kicks!
Speak your name. What is your name?
The mirror is not amused.
Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? No. This is my purpose. I know nothing else, but you cared to ask. No others ever did. Thank you. Be welcome.
Tribe? Tribe! Tribe!
With fragulous crown and with sceptre abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
That was good. Carry it on, Pitting.
And if you saw him kill manlings, you'd have to yell, hum, fa! Why? He's a meatier creature than any I've spied. Oh, Baldur.
Oi, stranger! You meddling with my pigeon. He's talking stupid now.
Nothing in his pants except a couple of coins and some lousy poem. Sure you can. But a look's all you're getting. For all I know, this little roaster was some famous bard. And you'll be selling his last words for a pretty penny. Really? Oh, shite! You might as well use it as bog roll then. I'll get back to tending the meat.
Here, help us out. Says here that goblinoids are obstreperous and malodorous. What's that mean? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I'd have said that. Bit wordy, though, innit? Still, only other stuff to read round here is the filth clagger scrawls in the latrines. I ain't finished with it. There's enough reading here to last me a lifetime. You're right. What does some bleeding outsider know that I don't? I'll be famous. And nobody will remember this pack of lies.
Go on, drink up! Bravo! Now get out of our way. I need another drink.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. That will sound ridiculous. But fine, if you insist. As much as it pains me to cede creative control. Once I've written you into one of my books, there won't be a tavern in Faerun you can enter without receiving a hero's welcome.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance. Damn right. I'm gonna make this carcass talk. Then take it. Absolute knows I'm not getting anywhere.
I can pray a lot better than I can use a bow or a sword.
I knew I smelled the stink of cowardice.
Mrag, I'd like to see Memnos rhyme in some heroic verse. Fine. I'll help. See you during the fight.
Yes? I'm pretty certain if I stop for too long, they will actually eat me. Now's the time for cheerful lies, as my master would say. If heroes are in short supply, then I will bloody well make one up. For them and for me. Your job is to get up there. Give me something real to sing about.
You're a little old for story time. Looking for a place to hide when the end comes? The singer keeps telling us that if we're good and quiet, we'll all be safe. Just another fairy tale, though, isn't it?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? But of course, you achieved something far beyond mere fact. That deserves to be remembered. Of course. I guess it was a silly idea. Have a nice night.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
The Sovereign's song twists into images. Dwergar changing size, slipping in and out of invisibility, invoking craven divinity. An illusion comes over you. A Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign probes your mind. Valiant but untrue images of you slaying Dwergar greet it. The Myconid retreats, satisfied. The music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope.
Do you hear? A new harmony. Serenity. I name you Peace Bringer.
Stop! Stop!
Bibberbang!
Where Bibberbang blows, noble stalk grows. The dwarf was harvesting valuable noble stalk amongst these explosive Bibberbang mushrooms.
I got it, Jed! Got stuck here instead!
Such crude destruction may not waylay a lava like this. But there is another possibility. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
As Amelon watches your performance, something stirs in his mind, unusual for an illithid. Joy.
Here, it is yours. May it serve you as well as it has served me.
You! Our Lord of Murder demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal. Not real.
You sense a flicker of doubt, brief but enough. For an instant, the godly presence falters.
No! Stop that! Oh, no! Shut it! Shut your rotten mouth!
You feel the presence waver. One moment a god of awesome power, the next, a common redcap.
Bollocks! Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share.
Blessed Boal. What?
Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you? No! 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 I'm the Lord of Murder! Me!
But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours. The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
The Duergar listens to your tall tale. Though skeptical of the more suspect details, they seem amused enough by the story.
Fascinating. What begat such a powerful flump? Does it still live here to this day? How exactly does a flump hand forge anything? Alas, you've left me with more questions than answers. My survey continues.
You recall the tale of a Sharan fortress armed with impenetrable adamantine, a metal created by a gnomish mage. There were also whispers of the gnome's secret project, an invincible guardian, though its existence was never proven.
What do you think? How fascinating. I told my kinfolk that book learning has its benefits. A crafty gnome, helping forge a fortress that would last an eon. Mythic metal atop stone hewn by the devoted. That's to say nothing of this tale of an invulnerable protector. It's unfortunate the Sharan's successors found no proof. Doesn't explain this infernal plate I found, though.
Thrin, carve out her heart and serve it to the Rothe. If she indeed is a true soul, let the Absolute save her. Insufferable, insolent scum. I'm going to enjoy this.
There's something else you should know. Something I can no longer ignore. Rune powder. Do you know what it is? That myth has come to life. The Iron Hand gnomes have proven the impossible. Rune powder is real, and they have it in their possession.
Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
What the hell are you doing?
Tell of my rutting, my virility.
Don't want this puny rutting written down!
Puny? I am strong. I am virile. I am
Enough! Oh, moment ruined. Passion squished like slow goats underfoot. Oh, we leave.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push! That's right! 3, 2, 1, push!
Fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me! Oh, gods! Keep trying! My wife, Miri, she'll need my help! Miri, we fought. She left with the dowry. She must be nearby. Please, find her. Try and help. Damn! Just go. I'm done for.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean. Huh. Big words. Still. Takes steel to swagger in here. If you're half as tough as you think you are, I might have a job for you.
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. Are you looking to buy him? I'm open to offers, mate. Threats? Not so much. What? Kill him and the price of his drawings goes up? Bloody clever, that. Go on, then. But don't kill him here. He's going to be a bleater. I know it.
I can't say I've ever been bought before. How much did I fetch? No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service. A genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt, as is my patron. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
You recall a recent scandal. A patriarch of Baldur's Gate who wished to marry a commoner.
Quite. It seems we are destined to doomed romances, are we not?
She offered me a future. And so, in a fit of madness, I told her of my past. Of the woman I'd loved before she found me. Loved still, in truth. She was less than pleased. I made a timely retreat into the countryside. To paint and clear my head. To choose, I suppose. Oh, absolutely none. Fame and wealth suit me very well, no doubt. And yet, I think of that first love, and I hesitate. Likely I'm going mad. Regardless, we have more immediate concerns. Your reward once I've returned to the city, for one.
With a shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. A memory. The beast daubs the symbol of the Absolute on a cave wall in blood. Buried deep, a tadpole struggles to assert control against the ravenous chaos of her mind. The gnoll considers you for a moment, rage still festering underneath her curiosity. The gnoll throws back its head, its rage spurring on a violent, screaming mirth. Catching like wildfire, the cackling, howling laughter infects the nearby gnolls.
I speak of Orpheus, the true prince. I found his book. Part of it, anyway. I read it all the time. He's unbelievable. You want me to... No, it's mine. I have to keep it safe. A song! That would be so cool. Here. Take it. Maybe I could write my own song about him. Orpheus is so amazing. He saved us from the gags, enslaving.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too. Finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf. Oh, I know a minstrel by trade when I see one. Tell me, What ballad bold enough to lift me onto the pedestal of acclaim enjoys your musical predilection? Ha! Old but hearty, and rife with witty flourishes. Not unlike myself. I confess it to be among my favored few as well. Ah, yes, and a fine melody it is too. Its verses fail to mention, however, the sheer weight of that monstrous lance. Why, 1 league down, and such was the extent of my perspirations that my hat could have doubled as an aquarium. Oh, is that so? The lyrics are by Volo, you know, whose name alone is sufficient enough criterion to arbitrate its acclaim to truth. 2 weeks I had to endure a frozen beard and wicked frostbites, yet he makes it sound like a dalliance through the dales.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre? Forgive me, true soul, but what we want is to get to Moonrise as quickly as we can.
What's this? Your true souls, my queen. How have they survived? To make the darkness quiver with mere song. You must have blessed them, my queen. But if so, where is their lantern?
I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me? Not that kind of playing, silly. I want to play a game. It'll be really fun. Let me show you.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? You're a chatty shadow. I'll give you that. Come out into the light. Hands high.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Who are you? We'll see how charmed you are in a minute. Just keep your hands where I can see them and follow me.
It seems tales of my clemency have been greatly exaggerated. You have not experienced my hatred, stranger. Not yet, at least. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? You speak frivolously. I do not believe you grasp the cost of what we're dealing with. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Getherick is without his shield, the sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure to your infection, that lifetime might become rather limited. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this.
How do you do it? How do you keep going? Heart's Requiem, right? The hero survives a war and rebuilds her life, stronger than ever. A tale worth remembering. Especially now.
Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
My, the Thescan double-counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done. What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked. The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played. I can most certainly believe it. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. Come now, you'd have me tell you? Spoil all the fun? Suffice to say there's ambition, folly, and death aplenty. The rest, well, I'll let you uncover that yourself.
We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
Maybe he was a musician.
You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's hands, the kind only developed from decades of playing the lute.
God damn it all! I can do nothing right! Not a damn thing! Who gives a damn about your stories? All I care about is getting my brother and sister back. Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue. From you, of all bloody people.
The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place. Prove it! Who's singing your name? Normally talk like that's empty. But there's something behind those words of yours. I can feel it. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest.
Whatever your business, a warning. None may speak to the prisoners. Disciple Balthazar was most clear. Is that so? If you are above the General's chief advisor, you must be most impressive.
Her smirk hides her intent. She's toying with you.
I'm sure you do. Alas, I am not quite convinced. Perhaps a small donation would help?
We don't even...
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember?
I couldn't leave my favourite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
Fingers crossed I'll hear it someday.
That druid idol I took? It changed me. I can do all sorts of stuff now, not just the vines. I think real hard and say some loud words and then it happens. Mostly. Tragedies. Them's the sad ones, right? I hope not. Especially since Mum and Pops, after Zevlor, when he...
Either I fulfill the contract, die trying, or forfeit my freedom. If I leave this place now, I'll become Raphael's slave. Raphael is no foolish story devil. His mind is... different. Sneaky. Listen. Spill all the blood sworn to the night. Silence all prayers. Smother each rite. Wander Shah's halls, hungry to slay. Leave no justice here, alive to obey. Leave none to hear it, then be set free. This song is your oath. Swear it to me.
This song differs from others you've studied. The final couplet contains a trick, a clause not easily fulfilled.
That's it. I don't want to make it pretty. I want to silence it.
You are a true soul. There is no excuse for you to not recognize your betters. But never mind. Your potential may outweigh your ignorance. I am Balthazar, Chief Advisor to General Thorm, and entrusted with a mission of utmost importance.
You remember an ancient scroll rescued from an Amcathran monastery. It spoke of Balthazar, the monastic order's leader. Specifically, it recorded his death.
He didn't seem very legendary when I took his name. Naught but a pile of bones. Impressive tomb, though. But enough idle chatter. Keep to the matter at hand. You do know what's at stake here, yes?
When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes.
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oof. Viola Silvertongue won't be happy. Oh well, she should have practiced those high notes. Welcome to the circus. A motley crew of misfits and morons. We're happy to have you.
The ringmaster hired another bard. Ho, ho, ho. Viola is gonna be pissed. Welcome to the family. Expect backstabbing, broken instruments, and more.
Another bard? Did Lucretius hire you? Stay out of my way, talentless half-wit. We've got plenty bards as is, so take a long walk off a short cliff, yeah?
You will never be half the bard Miss Silvertongue is. Do you hear me? Move along, you scallywag!
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? Oh, hey! Looks like we've got a proper comedian in our midst.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Oh, you crave a performance. How decadent.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Workshire minstrels, I swear to helm. Whatever. I'm not getting it in the neck because some flautist was missing. You want the last door on the right. Hop to it, Bard. You're late enough as is. Lower the gates. Special permission.
If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's nothing to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Charity! In Baldur's Gate. Good one. More asses and chairs means more coin in my pouch. You got yourself a deal.
I've decided I'm not going to perform in the elf song. Mainly because only the elf song itself is allowed to perform. I'm going to open up a school of bards, the best in the realms, to usher in a new age of magic and musicianship. And it's because of you that I dare to dream big enough. You're going to make me cry, damn you. Ha ha. Not all of us can be big-time adventuring bards.
The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the Fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Pray tell, how exactly will you disseminate that information? What's the name of your highly popular broadsheet? No? Exactly.
You do not possess the aptitude to attempt such a journey. Nor are you the caliber of client I would usually offer to escort. However saccharine your words might be, I assure you, they aren't to my tastes.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you?
A relaxed tone and easy smile, but the halfling's shifting gaze gives it away. Something has him rattled.
Can't imagine who would want to hear such a song. But as you will. A rather large and heavily armed fellow has accompanied Headbanker Glitterbeard down to the vault. He's an unusual sort of customer, but the Headbanker said he'd handle it, so it's fine. I'm sure we're just fine.
Captain Grizzly at your service. What can I do for a long drink of water like yourself? Afraid I've got that covered already, mate. They ain't tuneful, but they are cheap as piss.
A customer? Come, Docker. You look like someone who knows their way around a lute. Or perhaps you enjoy the drums. Flute? No. Liar. A fellow bard. Oh. Might I bend your ear? I've been experimenting with lute strings made of, hear me out, warg hair. Oh, of course. Well, let me show you my collection. Well, you see...
Excited and breathless, time passes in the blink of an eye as the two of you get lost in the intricacies of music.
Goodness, look at the time. I'm terribly sorry for keeping you, but the most delightful chat. Here, a little discount as a thank you.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. It isn't half bad, is it? And this lot, very generous tippers. I'm sure you understand there's only room for one bard here. But I'll let you know if I need a day off.
I think you are thinking too much, my friend. That is why your brainworm grows fat, while mine own withers from starvation. You are a bard, are you not? Master of charms, and the only wit sharp enough to find rhymes for words such as courage, and victory, and Minsk. But if Minsk's words are not enough, then listen to those of one far wiser than he.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice. You have no idea. You've no idea who I am. Withers couldn't even find a bard that knows who I am. Milil. Though if the lack of song prayers is anything to go by, that name carries less weight than it used to.
You feel a pang of divine guilt. Musical prayers went out of fashion among bards when Milil, Lord of Song, offended the god Cyric and was ejected from the pantheon.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid. You know? You're bloody right! It is an honor! Deep down, I knew you'd recognize me. You're a fellow bard, after all. What can I do you for?